Hey guys, I thought I would do a getting ready with me video. I'm just relaxing, having a latte, which I'm loving, and just wanted to do a quick tutorial on the Semi-Sweet Chocolate Palette from Too Faced. I absolutely love it. So to get started, I am just going to pull back these bangs because, girl, these are in my face constantly when I'm trying to put on foundation. So to get started, I'm going to use Makeup Forever's HD Primer. I love this stuff. It's so beautiful and blends absolutely flawlessly onto the skin, and I find when putting a full coverage foundation on, which I'm going to do, blends nicely. I'm going to use Kat Von D's Lock It Tattoo Foundation because you guys know I'm obsessed with this stuff. I cannot get enough. And as you can see from my face, which no, you are not looking at a pizza, that is my skin. It covers up all blemishes and like any scarring and things like that. So that's why I like a full coverage foundation, because my skin does not like me some days, and the scarring just needs to be covered up because I just don't feel really confident when it's showing. So anyway, this blends it in really well, or covers it really well, and I'm using the Real Techniques buffer brush to blend everything in. I find it does such a good job. I used to use Sigma's Kabuki brushes, but these are my new favorite, and I cannot blend in any foundation without it. Please excuse the crazy fake tanner hands. That is what happens when you poorly apply things, my friends, so you will notice them throughout the video. Apologize. Anyway, I'm using MAC's Prolong Wear Concealer. Love this stuff. I'm just putting a V under my eyes just to shape how I want my concealer to sit. And once I've got that all ready and in there, I'm going to grab my Beauty Blender and blend everything in. I love the Beauty Blender for blending in concealer. I find it does a flawless job. It makes sure everything's packed in there really beautifully and just gives a really nice finish. And then using MAC's Pro palette, their Pro Conceal palette in medium, I'm going to actually start contouring my face using the darker color there. That's probably the equivalent of NC45. And I've actually only just started contouring my face recently with creamy concealers, and I feel like I've been missing out. I used to only do it with bronzer and just felt like it was too much powder on my face and felt like it was really caked on. And ever since I've started using creamy concealers, not only is it easier to blend in, but I find that the finish using a creamy concealer is so much more natural. So my new obsession is contouring like this. I absolutely love it. And even though you look a tad on the scary side, never fear, my friends. We got the Beauty Blender for that. And I'm just going to start dabbing everything in. I've dampened the Beauty Blender obviously just to help with the blending process, but once this baby gets going, I just find it gives such a flawless finish for the contours and for blending in all the creamy concealers. I love it. So this is my new obsession, friends. Welcome to my obsession. It just is so amazing. If any of you use creamy concealers out there and you like it as well for contouring your face, let me know what you think. I would love to hear your thoughts about it, or any tricks that you use for when you're blending in and contouring your face. But this is what I'm using right now, and I absolutely cannot get enough. Next up is MAC's Studio Fix Foundation in NC15. I love the stuff for under my eyes. I find it just brightens that tiny bit that I'm looking for. And then I'm going to be using Nars Laguna bronzer, and I'm just actually going to be going over the creamy concealer that I had placed for my contours earlier. I'm not going to go too crazy with this. I'm just applying the lightest amount of product to my face for this portion just to set the creamy concealer. And then I'm going to be using Sigma's Brow Expert Brow Shadows in here. I'm going to be using the one on the second to the middle one there. Can't remember its actual name, but I'm going to be filling in my brows this way. This is what I do a lot of mornings when I'm feeling lazy and just couldn't be bothered to go with the Anastasia dip pomade, but I really love filling in my brows this way as well. And then once I've got them filled in with the powder, I'm actually going to go back in with Anastasia's brow tint. This one is in blonde, although I think it kind of looks sort of golden, which I love. And I'm just going to go over my brows very quickly, and just to set them in place because my hairs in my brow will go everywhere. And then using Annabelle's Universal Dark brow pencil, I'm just going to define the outsides of my brow and fill in any sparse areas that my brow needs to be filled in, because I am missing little hairs here and there. And then using the Color Tattoo Metals by Maybelline, this one's an electric blue, which I love. I'm going to apply this to my lid. I'm just going to go up to my crease, and I'm not sure why this one turned out sort of gray. I'm a little disappointed in that, not sure what the heck happened or if the color payoff's just not quite the same when you take it out of the pan. But anyway, moving on from that, I just wanted to use it basically as a primer and a starter pigment on my lid. And then I'm going to be moving on to the Too Faced Semi-Sweet palette, which I feel like everybody has nowadays. I am obsessed with this palette. Just look at those colors, honey. So we are going to be starting off with peanut butter, and I'm just going to be applying it above my crease and blending it out just because I do have hooded eyelids and need to go a little bit above my mobile lid into my crease and above, just to give the illusion that I've got a little bit more than a crease than what I've actually got. So love all of you ladies with your big fabulous lids. I just don't have that going on for me. So this is a little trick that I use to make it look like I've got a little bit more of a lid happening there. So blend, blend, blend. That is the key to making your makeup look a little bit more smooth. And this is going to be a transition color we use with all of the rest of the palette as well. So you can go as dark as you'd like with this, whatever your comfort level is. I'm just going to do it sort of a medium tone before we move on to the rest of the colors. Next up is Blueberry Swirl. I'm going to apply this all over my lid up to my fake crease. You can see where my mobile lid ends from the crease on my lid, so I got to go a little bit higher to give the illusion that my crease is a little bit higher than it actually is, because gotta love those hooded eyes, my friends. And then once I'm done that, I'm going to apply the same color with a flat shader brush on my lower lid as well, just to define that area a little bit and just to pull some of that blue a little bit lower into my eye look. And again, you can go as heavy or as light as you want. I'm going to be going back in with a blue eyeliner later, so I don't need to go too dark. Next, with this darker shade, I'm going to be pushing this into the outer corner of my eye just above my crease, again because I have hooded eyes and want to give the illusion that I have a crease a little bit higher than I do to give me the effect that I've got a little bit more than a mobile lid. Again, you can go as dark or as light as you please. I was sort of feeling the darker shades today and really wanted to smoke it out a little bit. So I'm just blending, blending, blending as much as possible. Then I'm going to take this lighter color by Mousse and I'm just going to lightly feather this above my fake crease that I've created for my hooded eyes and just above the darker shade that I've put on the outer corners of my eye, just because I do have a little bit more space between my brow bone and my actual lid. So if any of you have that same type of spacing, I suggest blending up a little bit more of a transition color too. Of course, if you don't have that kind of spacing, you can completely skip this step because you don't want your color to go all the way up to your brow. And then next I'm going to be taking that same mousse color on a pencil brush and I'm just going to be feathering it along my lower lid just a little bit below the blue color that we had applied earlier, just again to add a little bit more dimension to the look, and I'm just lightly sweeping it onto the inner corners of my eye. Next, I'm going to be taking this coconut cream color from the palette and I'm just going to lightly sweep under the arch of my eyebrow just to open it up a little bit and brighten my eye, just because I am using a lot of darker colors under here. And if you want, you can also apply it to the inner corners of your eye as well, again just to open up your eye a little bit more and brighten some of the darker foundations, oh my gosh, darker eyeshadows that you had put there earlier. And then using my favorite liquid liner, which is this ink liner from Makeup Forever. Obsessed with this stuff. It is absolutely so matte. And the ease of using this product is absolutely amazing. So I'm just going to be creating a very, very thin cat eye or winged liner with this, just because I do have hooded eyes, so I don't have a ton of eyelid to show when I'm looking straight on. So I always bring the wing tip of my liner just past my crease, because I don't really feel that when you've got hooded eyes, a winged liner is an easy way to go unless you're bringing it where the crease of your eye sort of stops or ends at the outer corner of your eye, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. If it doesn't, you guys can always comment down below and I can try and better explain it for you, but I just feel like you can't do a huge winged eyeliner when you do have hooded eyes like myself. So all of you ladies that have the same problem out there, I feel ya. So I'm just going to apply this to both of my eyes just to give a little bit of drama to the look. And I don't know what's going on with me here, but clearly I kept dipping out of the camera. So I so apologize that I was not quite in focus during this time. And then using my absolutely favorite mascara, we're going to use Marcelle's Lengthening and Curling Extension Mascara. I am obsessed with this stuff. Again, I am not sure if this is available in the States. You guys might need to check your local CVS or Ulta to make sure, but I love this mascara. It has the same effect as YSL's Baby Doll Lashes, which I've explained to everybody multiple times, and that's why I absolutely love this stuff. It's not massive on volumizing, but the length it gives you in your lashes is so unbelievable. And you know what? It's $13, which compared to YSL's Baby Doll Lashes, you know what? I'm going to take it. I like the cheaper option, and this has just been a holy grail item for me for all of 2014, which is why it was in my best beauty products of 2014 for those of you who have watched it, and that is why I continue to use it this year, just because it's been so amazing to me, for my lashes. Just girls, you need to go try this out. And in case you guys are wondering why I kind of lift my brows while I'm applying mascara, again, gotta love that hooded eye. If I leave my eyes sort of applying mascara without sort of stretching the skin in that area, I get mascara all over the lids, which is really attractive. Next up, my beauties, after we have finished applying the mascara on the lower lashes here, I'm going to dip into more eyeliner. This is Prussian by MAC. It's just a navy blue eyeliner, which I love, and I'm just going to apply a little bit of this to my waterline. I just wanted to incorporate more of the blue color into the look, especially because the Maybelline eye color that I applied earlier has kind of made everything go gray, which again, I'm not sure what is up with that. But anyway, wanted to incorporate a little bit more blue by using this eyeliner, so went ahead and did it. And of course, we had already applied blue eyeliner or eyeshadow earlier. Then I'm using my favorite lashes. These are number 42 by Nigel. Picked these up at IMATS in Toronto on the recommendation of my lady friend Stacey Brennan, and I am obsessed with these lashes. She had told me how many she had purchased the last IMATS, and I was convinced and bought them off of her recommendation and absolutely love them. And I know that a lot of lashes aren't necessarily heavy, but these ones feel so featherweight light. I just can't get enough of them, and I just really like the sort of spidery look that these number 42 create. So I have been tossing my Ardell's aside and have been using these religiously, although I'm kind of scared because I'm running out of them and don't actually know where to purchase Nigel lashes. So if any of you have any recommendations on where I can find these babies, please let me know, because I'm running short on my supply and I need a fix. Next up is this MUFE foundation. Absolutely obsessed with this stuff. Great drugstore find if you guys are looking for a good blush. And I'm going to be applying this to the apples of my cheeks and just sweeping it into the contour area that I had created earlier. I love this shade because I just find it's very natural. It's great if you want to apply a pink lipstick afterwards, if you want to keep it sort of neutral, or if you want to go heavy into a red lip. I just find that this is the perfect sort of shade to do that with any color that you are looking for. And because my eyes are a little bit heavier, I decided to keep the cheeks a little bit more on the neutral side. Next up is my next obsession. This is the Becca Rose Gold. I don't know, it's sort of like a highlighter. I love this stuff. Check out this color. Hello, gorgeous. I love this stuff. So I just take a small brush and I just apply it on top of, or at the very top of my cheekbones, just to highlight a little bit more and draw attention to the cheekbone area, just for further contouring and highlighting. It's super subtle and I love it. Next, I'm going to be using this Stone lip liner, my fave. Love this stuff. I know it's such a contrast from the lipstick you just saw, but you know what? I just think they look so amazing blended together. This was actually not a choice that I put together myself. This was something I saw on Instagram and just fell in love with the lip combination. So don't worry about my lips looking all shades of crazy right now. I promise we are going to blend this in, because I would not go outside looking like that. So yeah, I just love this combination. If you guys like this lip combo as well, let me know what you think. Next up, I'm just taking this light baby pink NYX lip gloss, and I'm just going to apply it slightly over the top just to give a little bit more pigment and warmth to my color. And other than that, this is the look, guys. I really hope you like it. This is a close shot. Just going to take my hair out so I look a little bit more normal. Look at those bangs, hotness. And anyway, guys, I really hope you like this look. Here's a close-up. I know, again, the shadow's gone gray. Apologize for that. It is supposed to be a little bit more blue, so maybe not use the Maybelline color underneath, but I'm really happy with the way this turned out. Hope you guys like it as well, and I will talk to all of you beautiful people very soon. I'll chat to you next week, lovelies. See you later.